All right, Group A matchup, game one. Maybe a little bit of a revenge match here for INSUP because they actually played in the last week of the regular season as well, with SaysO taking the series 2-1 with his random, and now meeting first round of the playoffs as well. What's going to happen? Bottom left, our random player, the yellow night elf. So SaysO has actually been randoming night elf quite a bit in this tournament, and I think it's one of the worst situations for him. Now, saying that, I believe he actually won with his elf last time against INSUP, but that was because INSUP's been playing Cryptlord against random. And at the top right, our red undead player, iNSUPERABLE, is going to go Death Knight, not going to see the Cryptlord this time. And that is going to favor him a lot more. He doesn't really have the ghoul count he would normally want against Night Elf, but he does have the Death Knight, which he will by far prefer over the Cryptlord in this matchup. Sees that is elf now, and I'm sure he's glad that he did not go for the Cryptlord this time. Yeah, last time in their series, I believe he went Cryptlord all 3 matches and ended up losing to SaysO's elf and Undead, if I'm remembering right. I could be wrong. But this time, Death Knight. And we have no unsummon pole nonsense, which is, in my opinion, cool to see. I think that bug is something that shouldn't be in the game. And the Keeper creeping away for SaysO. INSUP also creeping with a couple ghouls. And going to get detonated. Good detonate here. 24 XP for the Keeper. Gets rid of 2 skeletons and a bit of mana on the Death Knight. And INSUP a little short on wood here. I think he would like to be teching around now, but going to have to wait for his next couple ghouls to turn a bit more. Almost surprised he didn't leave one of those ghouls on wood just to harvest a little bit more first. And then SaysO on the other side. Trapped his gold mine, clearing it for an expansion later. Now going for the small green, but going to get purged here, not doing any sort of pull. And tanking with the archers, very costly. Does pick off the acolyte that was in his base. But I mean, this is still not level 3. Which is one of the reasons why this camp can largely be ignored in your creep route normally. Oh, and INSUP going to be aggressive here. It has 5 ghouls and it's still only level 2 Keeper, so this entangle not going to be too scary just yet. If he gets the skeletons though, oh, how does that miss? Only gets 1 skeleton. He really wanted both, but if he can get a ghoul kill, he will have enough for level 3. The entangle, and this is just oh my god, it's actually an all-in. He stayed tier 1. INSUP stayed tier 1 in his massing ghouls, and SaysO already lost his TP, and INSUP knows the Keeper's TPing here somewhere. Oh my god, he TP'd up front! This might be game over already. Oh, can SaysO get his level 3 unlocked? He will off that. And now we can finally see this Keeper going to work. It was looking a little close there. SaysO almost got surrounded and just lost the game after his TP, but now he's in an okay position as long as he does not get his Keeper surrounded. That's the only thing he can't do. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's stuck again. The Keeper's gonna Is he gonna get out? He does get out. Oh my god, just barely. And now all the ghouls are falling. iNSUP might be losing this. He has more ghouls on the way. Double pumping them out of the crypt. And there isn't many Moonwells left. But the archer count is still quite healthy, as iNSUP has mostly been going for the keeper. And with such a healthy archer count, he can actually focus down these ghouls pretty well, even without Entangle. But the next couple ghouls arriving, finally a shop coming as well, and another Moonwell. Would have liked to see that shop even sooner, and would like to see his keeper pick up a Staff of Telly and maybe even a Circlet, to be honest. Is going to get one more ghoul here, but so many archers weak and having to run. No items picked up, surprisingly. I do think shopping there would have been huge. One of the main ways that SaysO still loses this is by getting his keeper surrounded. But iNSUP going to just back off now. Sees the panda picked up, keeper level 4, and realizes the push not working as well as he wanted. However, it is going to be daytime soon. He does get another rod. Could even sell his TP if he really wants to commit to this. And SaysO thinking it's going to be an expansion play coming across here. But it does not look like it yet. There is no Acolyte picked up. Breath of Fire going to put in lots of work. Treants will help a lot as well. Being able to tank a bit on the front line. And iNSUP having to back off a bit here. Gets a ghoul or 2 picked off, I believe. Or 1 archer so far. More ghouls coming in, but Breath of Fire and Entangle putting in work. Ghouls are done quickly. SaysO in a very advantageous position. Although Death Knight is getting some levels himself, picking off quite a few archers. And he's teching now. So a little bit of a backup plan here for iNSUP. No longer feels he can do much with the all-in. And SaysO, to be honest, is not not in the position where it's just game over for iNSUP yet. And his panda needs to be careful here. Pick up a Staff of Telly, bro. Where are you walking? He's trapped. Oh no, panda's gonna die. Can he at least get the Sasquatch? Come on, get the Sasquatch XP maybe. Oh no, everything going to iNSUP there. One ghoul did fall, another one going to die to the Entangle. But I don't think the keeper's even going to get another Entangle as he's getting blocked here. And I'm not even positive. I'm not even sure if SaysO got the XP for that ghoul. He might have denied it, or the creeps might have killed it. We see a graveyard, likely going to transition into gargoyles, unless we see one of these crypts unsummoned soon. Oh, and actually going for treants. Interesting choice here. Would have probably preferred just an Entangle to get a kill or force a coil, because treants by themselves in an undead base don't really do much. And as you can see, they're just walking around now. Panda has been resummoned, getting his level 2. We do have Nature's Blessing. But yeah, for iNSUP, even though it looked bad at the start, losing so many ghouls, not actually getting the keeper kill, SaysO's tech was so far behind because his Hunter Hall was not made until after his tech. Which means these lores also not made, no expansion. So honestly, a lot of okay things still in iNSUPERABLE's favor here. Like look at this, Lich on the way out, Gargoyles on the way out, Panda's only just level 2. And we only just now are getting our first Dryads as well. But the Nature's Blessing and Ancient War will help a lot. for creeping, but the Death Knight does have a coil available, going to have a second coil as well. So this is going to be hard to secure any XP. Might have to try to chase away with Dryad plus Keeper. But it'll be a long time before that Death Knight drops low enough for it to matter. He is level 2 Unholy Aura. Steals 1 kill already. The level 5 Sasquatch Keeper attempted surround and steals the other creep as well. And this is what I'm saying. These coils putting in work. And now SaysO needs to be careful of surround. He has no staff still. Where's your staff, bro? Where's your boots or something? Dryad attempted surround, should be able to squeeze out there, does get out. Quite a lot of INSUP's units dropping low, but a surround on the Keeper. Finally a staff picked up, does staff out nearby, however. Panda is now stuck, but many ghouls will fall if he wants to secure this Panda. And SaysO starting to be in a good position here again. Has a good enough Dryad count against these minimal Garg. With a lot more Dryads on the way. Might see an expansion or just upgrades soon on the Dryads. Oh, an Ancient War. Does this... Oh, INSUP spots it with the air vision from the gargoyles. Do we have a Nova? No Nova in time. XP does finally go to SaysO there. And it's crucial XP, getting him close to that level 3 Panda, but Panda gets focused down and dies immediately. There's slow Golem as well, and there's no Abolish yet. Oh, nicely takes out the Mud Golem, but there's almost another Nova. Can the Keeper get away? Does the slow ever run out? The blocks! The Keeper dies as well! Oh my god. INSUP finding something finally. SaysO was in such a good position, but got a little stuck here, and the quick little Mud Golem pickup against the Dryads that don't actually have Abolish yet working out. And now SaysO is deciding what to do, decides to rebuy the Panda, wants to get his level 3 Panda as soon as possible. And going to alter revive the Keeper as his level's not as crucial. Although the Keeper will take a long time to come back. It is a 4.8 level Keeper. INSUP on the other side. Aztec tier 3. Going to unsummon one of the crypts and transition into a normal undead style here. And with his Death Knight near level 5. His Lich almost 2. It's not looking too terrible for INSUP. And with so many Dryads, this could be sketchy for SaysO. He really needs his Panda to be higher level. As, you know, this is going to be his main damage now, is just the Panda, but he has not been able to level thus far too well. However, if he can continue to get these levels up on the Panda, Breath of Fire will do decent against the statues in particular, as it does hit mechanical. And of course, any remaining ghouls, gargs, and even the fiends. It's mostly A-bombs that the Breath of Fire is kind of, you know, whatever against. But any of these, Breath of Fire can be good. You do prefer like a level 5 Panda, of course, against fiends, but against statues, ghouls, and gargs, this Breath of Fire will still be pretty solid. And SaysO a bit hesitant here. Just kind of wandering around. No upgrades yet on his Dryads. Keeper only just spawned. Only going tier 3 just now as well. Getting bear research. It feels like he knows INSUP has transitioned, but it might be a bit late. Like, this is so many Dryads with so little in the way of you know, tier 3 yet, when no expansion. But the Panda looking to creep this red, splitting XP with the Keeper, surprisingly. I do think getting the Panda up close to 5 as soon as possible would be the best thing here, but We'll see. I would really like the keeper split off. At least for the granite golem. Give this big XP to the panda, bro. Run away, bro. You're already level 5. Oof. Honestly, that kind of hurts. Half the XP going to nowhere as the keeper was already level 5. And iNSUP hitting his 50 food timing here might pick up third hero. We do see the Naga 5-3-1 heroes against 5 and 3.8. And 2 Moonwells likely going to be cancelled right at the start. They're also kind of blocking the pathing a bit. And Keeper immediately focused, has no TP, is going to die. Oh my god, he passed the TP just in time from the Panda. But the Panda dies instead. The nukes are insane on the level 5 Death Knight and level 3 Lich. SaysO loses his hero. And now the Dryads. The Dryads are a bit of fodder. You really need that Panda support damage. Or main damage, really. Look at this. They're just not able to kill anything by themselves. Bears have not come online. And iNSUP has turned around his bad situation after those couple hero kills in the center. Keeper going to die here now. Coil, Nova, Keeper down. And iNSUP will be taking this first game. SaysO probably a little saddened that it turned out this way, because he was definitely in a strong position. But those pickoffs at the Merc camp costing him dearly. The Mud Golem coming out, the slow lasting so long, and they're not being abolished yet. And that hurt a lot. Like losing a level 2 Panda when you want to be leveling him at that moment, and losing the level 4 Keeper, which is just a huge XP gain for the Undead, is just way too costly. And we see that in the end result with the Undead heroes getting so high level. Those hero kills. Here we go. Game 2. It is going to be Northern Isles. And SaysO this time randoming into Orc. I think this is probably one of the races he would most want to get. So we'll see what he can do here. But on the other side, at the top right, our red Undead iNSUPERABLE has been known to be fairly competitive against Hitman. Not necessarily, you know, winning against Hitman, but definitely taking him to great lengths to get those wins. So it is a bit of a tall task still for SaysO to perform up to those sort of levels. But with that little bit of extra surprise factor, iNSUP not knowing that it is Orc could easily drop into SaysO's favor. It is going to be Headhunters and likely Farseer. And it is going to be Death Knight again for an iNSUP. Last time he preferred playing Cryptlord in all 3 matches against random, but this time going for the Death Knight with the fast altar build, and then later the Crypt and eventually the Graveyard. So, little difference here. Does now prioritize just choosing Death Knight, the safe play, rather than going into a Cryptlord and potentially having a bad matchup against, you know, well, lots of things potentially. Bad matchup against Farseer Headhunters, which we do see. Bad matchup against Elf, which we actually saw last game. There was an Elf. And he will go to creeping here at the top. And SaysO looking to get the charged item here, whether it be Sentry Wards, Lightning Shield, Punishment, Wand of Illusion. I think they can all appear from here, right? Either way, he gets Wand of Illusion. Not too helpful right now, but can be pretty good later. And INSUP on the other side finishes his creep, gets a Claws for the Lich later. Tier 2 on the way. Do we see a Nerubian early as well?
Player's forces are under attack.
Generally, you will see the Ziggurat first, but I think he would like to get a Nerubian as well, because there is definitely the possibility of a bit of a run by here from the Orc, and if you lose Acolytes, that could lose you the game. Yeah, so far both sides just content on creeping. INSUP going to reach his level 2, might be trying to snipe the next item at least, maybe the entire camp. And SaysO going to use the illusion for creeping the center. Decent use of it, because getting this center camp right away before the Undead realizes that you can go for it can be huge, but it is quite costly. As you can see, he's already gone through 2 illusions, and now the 3rd illusion used. So essentially swapping his Wand of Illusion for Heal Wards. And Heal Wards, pretty solid item, but not too useful for the Headhunters early on, especially because they will get Troll Regen at tier 2 anyways. But Heal Ward can be really good for this camp, with the poison spreading around, with how difficult this camp can be. This is a very nice use of the Heal Wards here. But INSUP's going to spot it. However, SaysO has already secured the level 5. Not going to get that level 3 Null Assassin though. SaysO being a little afraid of these skeletons. Might see one coil securing a kill here on the Headhunter. Might not even need the coil. Coil's the next Headhunter. 2 Headhunters dropping low and down already. But it was a bit costly on the Death Knight as well. Death Knight at below 200 health. And SaysO should have free reign to finish creeping his level 3 now. Oh, Dark Ranger is out. Now needs to be a little careful again on these Headhunters. And the Farseer is taking so much damage. Wolves will come out, but there's multiple coils available. We could see him either force a TP or take out a Headhunter with that coil. Might not even need the coil for this Headhunter. Dark Ranger does not secure the kill. And we do see a Headhunter getting coiled. This one will go down to the next shot. Nicely secured there by iNSUPERABLE. But does need to be a little careful still. His heroes have dropped quite low. Wolves starting to go work on these fiends, but they are on Blight now, Unholy Aura, and tier 2 is finished, so that little Frost Tower helping a lot. We do see a Ritual Dagger used, but he actually sold the second charge. Probably the right call as well. Usually needing only 1 charge. Shadowhunter second for the Orc. Feels a bit late at this point. However, will still be very helpful. Hex can definitely surprise the Undead player. Oh, no, Mike! Oh my god, the Tuskar! Angry Tuskar just walks past the wolf, slaps down the weak Headhunter, and that is probably triggering SaysO. INSUP on the other side, just power creeping for now. Wants to get his Dark Ranger up as high level as possible. If you can get that level 3 Dark Ranger and level 2 skeletal minions from the Black Arrow, she can really carry once you spiral out of control with some Headhunter kills. And the wolves going to slow down this creeping. And the Hex! Oh, Shadowhunter coming in. We see a Hex on the first Fiend. It is going to get coiled, but will still die. Do we see another Fiend get caught out? We do, and there is plenty of coils left on the Death Knight. He should be able to save it. However, will the wolves be enough to take it out? The damage is huge, but there is another coil. Forcing 2 coils on one fiend that got hexed there is still fairly huge. Dark Ranger only now getting level 2. So only 1 wolf lost for SaysO and 2 hexes, but he forced like 3 coils and killed a fiend. Slowed down the creeping, so not bad. And the Shadow Hunter are going to just keep creeping now. Heal Ward going to be used to heal up the rest of these Headhunters. This one a little out of range. Farseer poking away, but not going to detract the Undead from the camp this time. iNSUP now feeling a bit stronger, just going to force this Farseer away. Farseer needs to be a little careful. There is a coil available. Shadow Hunter looking to reach level 3. Does iNSUP find this out, or does he just keep creeping himself? Going to just keep creeping himself, and definitely not a bad choice. If Dark Ranger could get level 3 if solo crept here, but even without solo creeping here, getting close to level 4 and 3 is also pretty huge, and you can use the skeletons to potentially just creep the red after. Get that level 4, get that level 3. But SaysO already finishing his camp, coming over with level 3 Shadow Hunter now. Has a Pendant of Energy and Wand of Mana Stealing, huge items. We do have level 2 Heal Wave, but iNSUP realizing immediately he does not want to take that fight. Berserkers, level 3 Shadow Hunter, not ideal for the Undead. And this is SaysO's call to just steal the red camp real quick. Needs to be a little careful with this Raider, but otherwise he will get the Magnetar, I believe. However, he might have to TP out right after. Oh my god. Oh my... I don't think it's listed on here. I wasn't looking too closely. But did that Dark Ranger just steal the last hit? The experience on SaysO's side doesn't look that high on his level 3s. He might have actually stole the last hit with that Dark Ranger right click. And Dark Ranger has reached level 3 now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sadly, it's not showing in here. Feels bad. Wand of Illusion. Oof. Wand of Illusion, of course, can be an amazing item, especially when there's no Dispel on the Orc side. And getting a little caught out, we might see a Nova securing 1 or 2 Headhunter kills. Going to go for the Farseer for now. Okay, it does switch over to the Headhunter. One going to drop immediately, and that's another Dark Minion on the field. And when those Dark Minions plus Illusions start stacking up, it becomes really difficult for these Headhunters to deal the damage they need to. Stomp coming out, we do have a TC now. Kodo immediately getting focused, going to drop. Does get a heal wave, but still dying to that heavy piercing damage. One Fiend dies before the burrow, but we do have dust as well. Destroyer starting to get focused, but no ensnare on it, so he is able to micro that Destroyer back. And the Headhunter's doing what they can. Oh, almost picks off the Destroyer, 50 health. Ends up needing to be a little careful with that, but the Headhunters, there's so many skeletons here now. There's 5 skeletons. The Headhunters are going to drop so quickly. Finally an ensnare on the Destroyer, but the Headhunter count's so low. The Shadow Hunter is a little out of the fight. Fiends starting to drop now with the Destroyer gone and the Wolves on the field, but like I said, there's still so many skeletons. The Undead heroes are leveling up. Do we have the next dust? That Fiend does get taken out. But the TC's surrounded. Oh, it is still only a level 1 TC. So not the biggest loss of a hero. But this army got a bit decimated, and iNSUPERABLE is still at 49 food. And going to just continue creeping, and once these Undead heroes get even higher level, it becomes pretty tough for the Orc, unless the Orc also has those insane hero levels. particularly with a blade, but we do not have a blade here. It is the Farseer, so he would like the Shadow Hunter and the TC to get leveled, but the TC died. Can't level the TC if he's dead. And now we see them contesting over the red. Honestly, if SaysO is going to make a comeback, it has to be some sort of engagement here. Particularly with the creeps aggroing onto INSUPERABLE's units. Maybe the Magnetar throws a stun on the DK while SaysO focuses the Lich or something. You know, that sort of situation. And INSUP, knowing that the creep could be pretty dangerous, decides to just back off here. And the creeps are still awake. Engagement is happening. Stomp in the middle of everything, but the creeps, oh, actually only going for the Fiend so far. One destroyer immediately falls. The next one also ensnared. Huge start to this fight. We do see the aura going to be unlocked once it is skilled for SaysO. And with the destroyers gone, that will let these wolves really go to town onto the Fiends here. But SaysO's army is still a little weak. Needs to be careful against these dark minions. Shadow Hunter! Oh no, Shadow Hunter, where are you going, bro? This is not your base, bro! Run away! SaysO does realize. Pulls him back. However, that was not too bad of a fight. I mean, he took out 2 destroyers, I believe. 10 food worth. And now Raider getting focused in return. Not much for Headhunter count here. Mostly just heroes versus heroes. But the undead heroes have Orb of Corruption and Statue support. So, oof, that hurts. TC gets the Coil Nova and falls. Kodo having to run away. All that's left is a Shadow Hunter with 1 heal wave. And a Farseer with another set of wolves. Dust coming out, going to take out that Fiend. But another Raider falling, more dark minions on the field. Shadow Hunter getting low. There is a Coil and a Nova available now. Going for the Coil on the Headhunter, focuses the next one. Do we see the Nova here? Could Nova the Farseer to make it easier to surround. But just going to try to unlock this round without the Nova. Oh, little staff out here. Will be able to save the Farseer, but peons. Oh no, the peons are giving so many dark minions too.
A player's forces are under attack.
SaysO has pulled back, is healing up. Does have a Khadgar's Pipe as well, which is a huge pickup. He got that much earlier at the bottom right camp. But without the army, it's really hard to fight against the undead. Because the undead army just grows in the fight off of your units as well. You need that bigger army to begin with. Otherwise the dark minions just take over. And as we can see, focusing the next units, Raider goes down. Level 5 Death Knight. Destroyer nicely picked off once again with that ensnare. But with level 5 Death Knight, the coil is going to be huge. The Shadow Hunter is going to immediately fall before he can get the heal wave. And the Farseer, next target on the list. Switching now to the Raider. Does pick off a Destroyer. SaysO getting quite a few kills here. But the undead army still very scary. Another statue has arrived. And there is no more dust, so Burrow will be able to have a lot of value here. Kodo munching down that Fiend. And next coil goes onto the Fiend. Could have actually tried to just kill the Farseer there. With 1 round of attacks plus the coil. And INSUPERABLE throwing up a expansion now. Knows he's in a commanding position, just going to secure his position even more. And without some sort of hero kill pickoff, it's going to be very difficult for SaysO to come back into this game.
A town is under siege.
Where is he gonna go? Sitting in the center for now, waiting for his Shadow Hunter to come back, but still a long way to go. And the ranged heroes of INSUPERABLE taking out Fiends, more dark minions. Oof. There is multiple coils and a Nova available soon. And this coil could get that TC very low. Shop does get caught out, will have to be canceled. And SaysO just running out of places to go anymore. Does actually secure his level 3 TC. If he could get level 5 Farseer as well, that could be a thing. You know, getting level 3 wolves on the field against fiends if there's no destroyers definitely can be powerful, but with undead heroes 5-4-4 it is still very difficult to do much against. iNSUP going to just back off a little bit for now, even creeping a little bit. Will be able to get this Dark Ranger super close to 5 off of this. As his expansion starting to get saturated. Dark Ranger needing 1 or 2 kills here. Couple Headhunter kills should do it. And SaysO immediately is going to get focused on his Farseer, and the TC not in position to stomp. Gets a stomp only on 1 ghoul. That's not what you want to see. And the Farseer gets coiled long range in the back of his base. SaysO calls the GG and in Super Bowl 2-0.